Hello, the book I would like to recommend today is A Thousand Ships by Natalie Haynes. So this one is a retelling of the Greek myths that surround the Trojan War, but it's all told from the perspectives of the women involved. So everything from the sort of three quarrelling Greek goddesses who start the whole thing, to the women that are caught up in the conflict on the Trojan side and on the Greek side, and the women sort of dealing with the aftermath of the conflict as well. And actually, I think one of my favourite voices in this book is one of those women. It's Penelope writing letters to her husband, Odysseus, as he takes 10 years to come home from the war. And she sort of starts off worried about him, and then the letters get increasingly annoyed as, he's taking such a long time to come home, and she's hearing all of these stories of his lovely exploits and the women he's hanging out with as he makes his way home. And she sort of writes with this incredible kind of dry wit, this sort of, "Oh, you must be so busy to not have made it home yet," as she sort of gets increasingly annoyed with him. But that's the other thing, is that it kind of is a really fresh perspective to see it from a woman's point of view, because of course Penelope would be annoyed that he's taking so long to come home, but what can she do? She can't just leave him. That's not how it worked then. All her wealth, her security, her comfort comes from, being his wife and living in his house. So all she can do is say, "Oh, husband, I love you and I want you to come home," even though that's not really how she feels. And that's the thing about this book as well, is that you get all of these kind of different voices and perspectives throughout it. So the narrative sort of changes depending on who's talking. So it stays really fresh and really engaging. So if you're someone who's never read any Greek myths before and thinks, "Oh, I don't know, that might be a bit intimidating," this one's a really good place to start, because it's a series of short stories that kind of sort of break down the whole story. But then when you read them all, they make up a lovely whole picture of what happened in the Trojan War. And also, if you're somebody who's read a lot of Greek myths, there's a lot of new stuff in here that you'll really enjoy. And if you enjoyed Circe by Madeline Miller, which I recommended possibly a couple of months ago now, I think we've been doing this a while, haven't we? If you enjoyed this one, again, you'll really like this one. So if you want to give it a go, it is available to download as an audiobook from the BorrowBox app, and it's also available to download as an ebook via the Libby app. Thank you.